all for the gram. Bitches love the gram.
Oh wait, shit.
Alright, so let's get into this. So the difference between a U-part wig, a closure wig, and a frontal. A U-part wig is going to be a wig that you're going to have to wear. Some of your hair is going to have to be out because there's no way to close it like this one. This is none of my hair is out at all. So with the U-part wig, no matter if your hair is straight, curly, wavy, doesn't matter, kinky, curly, you're gonna want to get a hair texture that is closest to your hair so it blends properly. Now with a closure is what I have on right here. So a closure can come in 4x4, 6x6, 5x5. They have 7x7s, but I do not recommend those because they're overly big. It doesn't even make sense to get one of those. So usually you'll see them in 4x4 or 6x6, right? So that just means like how much parting space you have. So I think my closure is, yep, right here, about this big, and it stops where you see the parting stops back here. So with the closure wig, you get a little more leeway to do different styles. A lot of people are like, oh, if you get a closure, you can only do a middle part. No. You know what I do? I'm not gonna move my wig right now, y'all, but I take my wig and I just move it to the side. Depending on how long my hair is, I usually won't do that with this hair just because it's a shorter style, and I literally cut the hair like this to be a middle part. But with my longer wigs, I'll just move them to the side and it'll look like I have a layered effect with my hair. Now with a frontal is going to be exactly how it sounds. Front. It will be from ear to ear lace, okay? So that means that you can part here, you can part here, get those deep side parts, you could do a middle part, you could do a little off to the side part, you can switch it up however you want. With my frontals, I still sometimes, depending on how bad or how lazy I am, I will move it just to give myself a part off, because with the frontal you will have to redefine the parts a few times. If it's curly hair, with straight hair it might be a little bit easier, but if it's curly hair, you're gonna have to part it, open it up. If it's already not plucked, you might want to pluck it a little bit and then smooth it down so your part looks seamless. With the frontal, I like frontals the best over all of the three options, mainly because it gives you the most versatility, and I feel like it looks the most, like I'm able to make it look the most natural. I've had more frontals than I've had closures. I'm just starting to really get into the closure life. Closures are nice, I'm not gonna lie, I like it with this hairstyle, but for me, a frontal, like I could literally slap that thing on and go about my business. Like, I love a good frontal. Now, the biggest difference that there's gonna be between a closure and a frontal is really going to be the amount of space that you're getting. So like I just said, with a closure, it's usually gonna be a 4x4 or a 6x6. Those are the most popular. Frontals are going to be 13x4 or 13x6. Now, the last number, like that 4 or 6, is how wide back, like how far back it goes. So this is a 4x4. So if you're getting a 13x4, it's gonna be from ear to ear and go back this far. Yeah, about this far. So a 6 will take you back almost to the top, like the crown of your head, to the peak of your head. So that's more, so you have, let's say you have a wig for a year and your frontal's starting to bald and you've done all the tricks and tips to make it fit, and now it's just at its breaking point. Yes, I will be doing a video on how you can do that, but it's absolutely been done before. People do it all the time. It's not hard to change them out, but wait for that video. I got you guys. So when it comes to the amount of bundles that you want to put in your wig, honestly, it's all up to you. So from what I've seen, people are doing anywhere between 2 to 4 bundles, but it really is your preference. I'm somebody that likes big hair. It doesn't look like it right now, but this hair, by tomorrow, because you know I just did my hair, I showed you guys a little clip of that. By tomorrow, this hair is going to be a little bit bigger. I like big hair, okay? So it really depends on the texture of your hair, how big your head is, because if your head can't fit no 3 bundles, don't put 3 bundles on there, sis. Your wig is gonna look crazy. So you really want to keep in, if you're gonna make your own wig, but for me, I like to get as close to 3 bundles as I possibly can. With this wig, I had a whole mix-up. My mom took a bundle. I had 3 bundles of this. My mom took a bundle. So I have no hair in the back of this wig. Like, there's no hair back here. Like, but this hair is so full that you wouldn't even know that. This is so in this wig right now, just let you guys see it a little and see the body on it. In this wig right now, I probably would say I have a little less than 2 bundles and a 4x4 closure. That's it. Most of my wigs I'll do almost to 3 bundles and a closure or a frontal. With my frontal wigs, I'm starting to realize I don't have to put anywhere even close to 3 bundles. You can really get away with 2 bundles on a frontal wig and 2.5 to 3 bundles on a closure wig, depending on the texture of your hair and how big your head is. So those are going to be your two most important factors: the texture of the hair. So if it's kinky curly, wavy, regular curly, straight, body wave, stuff like that, that will depend how many bundles goes in your head. You also want to make sure you're thinking about the length of your hair. My hair is short, so it's gonna look like there's a lot more body. If you're the type of girl that's out here ordering 228s, 224s, and a 20-inch closure, you may need all of those bundles, because everybody knows the longer the hair gets, the smaller the bundle is gonna be. Okay, this is the question that I get the most, and it's so funny to me. So I started practicing to make wigs back in 2013-ish. Okay, 2013. If you want to learn how to make a wig, I probably won't post a video on that, but there's so many people you can watch. Peak Mill, Ivy Powell. I've been watching Peak Mill since 2012-ish. Yes, probably 2012. Whenever she started, that's when I was watching her, and she's one of the main reasons how I learned how to do my hair. But back to the point. Dome cap or mesh cap? I will always 100% say a mesh cap. Mesh caps are breathable. Mesh caps do not shrink on me the same way a dome cap will shrink on you. So this is a mesh cap, and I always put the cap on my head before I actually start making the wig, so I know how much give the wig has for my head. This mesh cap has adjustable straps at the back. I don't really care for them. I know a lot of people do use them, but they're not my favorite. Is also another mesh cap, but it's a mesh dome style. So I guess, I don't want to confuse you guys, but a mesh dome style basically just means it looks like a dome cap, but it's mesh. Because you see how you can see right through it? That's how you know it's going to be breathable. Dome caps, you cannot see through them. They're just literally cloth. They look exactly like this, but they're cloth. These are what I use on all my wigs. So when I first started making my wigs, I used to use elastic bands and the combs and all that stuff. But because I make my wigs for myself to fit to my head, my wig is not going anywhere. This wig is secure. When I go out, I like to dance, I like to have fun, I like to get wild, okay? This wig does not move. When I first started making wigs, they used to slip, they used to slide. This is an elastic band. I bought this maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years. You see it's still in the package, right? Because I no longer use these, okay? If you're making your wigs, you shouldn't have to add any extra stuff. Well, that's personally how I feel. You shouldn't have to add any extra stuff to make the wig stay or stay flat. That's one other one. If you're putting the right amount of bundles in your hair, because I know that a lot of people use elastic bands to help their closure stay flat, but if you sew everything correctly and you don't overstuff your wig with bundles, it should stay flat regardless. This is flat to my head, okay? This is flat to my head. No elastic band on it. And I'll show you. These are combs. Some people feel a little more comfortable with the combs, but as you can see, bought this when I bought the elastic band. I don't use. Now, making your wig look natural. I know a lot of people like to get caught up in the whole swooping the baby hairs and making sure your wig looks like super freaking laid. Like I told you guys, I'm a lazy wig wearer. I do not care about all that stuff. As long as my wig looks nice and put together. Oh, as you guys can see, my hair is getting a little bit bigger even while I'm talking. Like I said, as long as my wig is laying flat, and I get compliments with my wig just looking like this. As long as my wig is laying flat, I don't care for the baby hair thing. Making it look natural, you always want to also consider, if you're dark skinned like me, tinting your lace. There's different color lace that you should be looking into. There's transparent lace, there's brown lace, and there's like a Swiss lace, which I guess gives a different color, and then there's HD lace. If you guys want me to talk about specifically just lace colors and tinting and all that stuff, put it down in the comments below and I will make a video on just lace, because lace gets very detailed. And I know being dark skinned, a lot of girls are afraid of the lace not being the right color and things like that, and everybody seeing your screen door. Like, no, I usually never have those problems. I tint my lace myself, I bleach my knots myself, stuff like that makes the wig look natural. And now I'm gonna answer some questions that I got from my IG. I posted on my So over the years, I've just kind of I just winged it, to be completely honest, but I'm gonna show you guys what my blockhead looks like. Don't come for me, please. It works for me. Okay, so this is from the beauty supply store. This was, I think, $3.99 I paid for this, probably like 4 or 5 years ago. What I did was, there's a whole bunch of tutorials on YouTube, but what I did was I went to the dollar store and I got, it's like cushions that you would put in a kitchen drawer so things don't slide around. It's like one of those. It has holes in it, and I wrapped it around the head until I got the same measurements of what my head was around. And I believe my head was almost 22, not completely, but it was almost 22. But I like my wigs to give a little bit of like breathing room, don't want them to be too tight. So I made it 22 all around. So I stuffed it until it's 22 all around, and then I taped the whole thing over so I had a flat surface. Because I started doing the glue wigs, the hot glue wigs, it's kind of taking my tape off, but all I have to do to repair it is put the tape back on and I can still use this. Go to your local beauty supply store, you can get the head. Go to your local Dollar Tree to get the supplies, and you can make your own customized wig. Starting out, AliExpress is an amazing it's an amazing place to just find hair. Now, the thing I will say, because people are always asking me, April, where do you get your hair? April, how do you know it's quality? One thing I will never suggest you do is just go on AliExpress and start buying stuff. Absolutely never. I would never say that, because you could think that you're getting hair from Allie Grace, but this is Grace Allie or Allie Grace Grace, and it's a totally different company, and you wouldn't even realize because they have the same colors, they have the same name when it shows up. So what you want to do is go to YouTube. Say you're looking for kinky curly hair. You want to type in best AliExpress kinky curly hair vendors. People will start to pop up, and the names of the companies will be in their titles. You will start to see repetitive names. If you're seeing Allie Grace, Allie Grace, Allie Grace, Allie Grace, start clicking on the videos and doing some research on Allie Grace. Once you see a texture that you like, you want to see that, you want to keep looking for that texture, looking for that company, and you want to watch all of the reviews on YouTube on that company. Because sometimes it's y'all. Sometimes it's y'all. Sometimes y'all want kinky curly hair but don't know how to manage kinky curly hair. So you also need to be watching videos on how to manage the hair and how to care for the hair that you're getting. So I started to realize, I thought I was getting hit with a whole bunch of crappy ass AliExpress hair companies. No, I wasn't. I just didn't know how to take care of the hair that I was getting. So when it comes to the quality, do not get distracted or do not get overwhelmed by how many grades of hair. You'll see that because they've had that around for a long time. When I first started looking at hair grades started at 5A, 6A. Now they're up to 10 and 11. The grade of the hair, don't even look at that. You want to make sure the company itself is a quality hair company. For the most part, if a hair company is going to be on a cheaper end, let's say $130 for 3 bundles and a closure, and you treat it moderately well, sometimes it may last you a year, sometimes it may last you 6 months. Most of my hair that I've ever bought from AliExpress has lasted me over 1.5 to 2 years, and that's mainly because I take care of my hair. And then you also want to make sure the hair is virgin hair. If the hair is processed, it's not going to last as long as virgin hair. Virgin hair. You always want to make sure you're looking up virgin hair when you're looking, okay? Because anything processed, I don't get any pre-colored hair, nothing like that. Anything processed, when you get the hair and you smell it and you start washing it and you see different colors coming out in here, you're going to know if the hair is processed or not. If the hair has been dyed before you got it, it's been processed. Quality and price are all going to be up to you and your pocket and what you think is affordable. I don't spend tons of hundreds of dollars on hair just because I don't feel like it's necessary. You can definitely get good hair for $200 that's gonna last you up to 2 years, okay? It just really depends on how you take care of it. It is absolutely possible. There were times where I bought wigs for $20 to $25 and tweezed that shit, and people are like, ooh, where'd you get that? Sis, the beauty supply store. Now, the one thing I will say with synthetic wigs, like, you can make the part look nice. I used to add concealer and just pluck it just a little bit. But synthetic wigs, don't sleep on them, especially if you go on, like, all right, I'm about to put y'all on. So samsbeauty.com, right? They have a lot of really nice synthetic wigs on there, and some of the synthetic wigs they're a little bit higher in price, but you could put heat on them, which means you can flatten the top of the head to make your part look more natural and make your hair look more natural. So I'm gonna just let y'all know, these are wig caps. This is what you wear under your wig. I don't know why some people don't wear these under their wigs. I wear them under my wigs for the simple fact that I love my edges. I always wear them when people do the ball cap method. When you see girls and their wigs look super laid, usually they're doing the ball cap method, and you do the ball cap method with these. I always have those on hand. I do not wear my wig without them, because I do feel like there should be a barrier between the wig and your real hair, because if you have it sliding on your edges all day, what is that gonna do? Put tension on your edges. What does tension mean? It's gonna rip out. These things, you get 2 of them for 99 cents. 99 cents? I buy these like 5 packs at a time because I lose my wig caps all the time. I used a big curved needle or the small curved needle and nylon thread. I only use nylon thread. I do not use cotton thread. I realized my nylon thread, you'll see, hold on. Nylon, oh, can you see that? Oh, yeah, there you go. Hold up. Oh, okay. Okay, we not gonna do that. Nylon thread, can y'all see that? Nylon thread bounces. It has a stretch to it. Cotton thread is trash. I don't know. I'm sorry. Y'all may be able to do really good with your cotton thread, but I'm a nylon thread type of girl. Not gonna front, this cost me $13, but I also bought this in 2016. And I've probably made, okay, I didn't make that many wigs, but like 10 wigs. I have to cut it. It's worth the money. I do not use cotton thread anymore. I don't remember who put me onto this, but the lady who was doing my hair at the time, I saw she was using this as well, and I'm like, I'm gonna start using it too. I'm trying to be out here a wig connoisseur, a sewing connoisseur, because I used to do sewing too. That is the stuff. Like I told you guys, I don't put any adhesives or anything like that. My wig fits to my head, so it can't just slide off. The wind is not just gonna blow it off. It doesn't work like that. Now what I won't do is go to Six Flags and go on no damn rides. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna be flipping upside down. If I want to do stuff like that, I'm going to wear my natural hair out. That's just how I am, okay? All right, so back in the diggity day, I used to use these two. I know you guys have seen this before. Sometimes I used to just use this spray and my hair would stay. Now that's during the winter, because during the summertime, I realized this was not good, because I would go to the club and my wig would start moving. And that's when I realized I needed to either change the integrity of like how my wig fits, or I needed to change how I laid it. But these two together during the summertime, it wasn't working for me. It wasn't working for me. When it comes to using this, basically what people will do is put it on their hairline, dry it, let it get tacky, and then lay the wig down, and then put like a scarf or something over their wig so it stays. It is not glue. If you don't know about this, just so you know, it is called Got to Be Glued, but it is not glue. It is just a very strong hold gel. Just Got to Be Glued is just the name. It's just the name of the spray. Mind y'all, this was not made for black people. Somebody just came upon this and made it a trend. This is not made for black. This is for white people. You know, the white men that wear their hair in them spikes, stuff like that. That's what this came from. So it's not glue. I don't know why people think it's glue. It's not glue. It's not glue. It gets for the people who want to wear their wigs like to sleep overnight for like a week straight, month straight, whatever. A lot of people will use stuff like Gold Bond. What's Gold Bond, y'all? Isn't that for your feet? I think it's Ghost Bond. But it's a glue, like that's actual glue. So that you would dab on your head, swift it back. There's tutorials on this. I'm gonna give y'all a short one, but there's tutorials. You just dab it on your hair and then you push it back and layer it out, make a thin layer, let it get tacky, and slip your wig on. That will stay. You can go in the water with those things. All right, I hope this video gave you guys all the information you need. I know I threw a lot of information in there. If there's any topic in this video that you guys want me to go more in depth with, just let me know in the comments below. And like the video, let your girl know that you like the video. And I just want to put it out there, I know who watches my, okay, I don't know exactly who watches my videos, but I know 57% of y'all that watch my videos ain't subscribed. You gonna sit here and watch all these videos and you not gonna subscribe to your girl? Help me help you, okay? Help me help you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.